Well, chat, somebody decided that it'd be a good idea to wake the fuck up right now. Shouldn't some bear be in bed? Yeah. My favorite VTuber of all time, literally, other than Iron Mouse, says, hey, guess what? Everybody lied about you. Right the fuck when I get home. Yeah, you guys thought I was going to bed. So, I have not started reading this yet. But this is going to be literally a fan response, because I'm going to explain a couple things as to why Sinder's whole entire situation pissed me off to begin with. One, I was a real hardcore fan of hers. I probably acquired the most watch time and channel points on her channel. I bought nearly every piece of small merch except for her YouTube stuff. I bought one plushie. So, hang in there, bear. This one is not about hanging in there, bro. I was tremendously upset when the whole entire world found out that she was really skeevy. So, before I get into this, I just want to say, so that the whole entire world knows, and when the VOD is posted, and if by chance Sinder ever gets a hold of this, I was a huge fan of yours. Outside of Iron Mouse, you were probably the one that... I was one of those guys that was in your stream that asked you for advice on how to start this. That is how much of a fan I was. And it kind of crushed me when I read all that. But I am going to read the first couple of pages, see what the hell I can find out. And hopefully I'm not too angry before I go to bed. The good news is that I don't have to be on the mountain until 2 p.m. tomorrow. So I figured, hell, I might as well do a short stream. Tired of all of this, boss? Nor I am too. That's just too damn bad. Alright, so let's start. It's been over 5 months since everything happened. I've never been good at words, and I'm especially bad at verbalizing my feelings. I've always hid my insecurities, and it's hard for me to open up about things, even to the people closest to me. It's nearly 2 a.m. for me on April 26 when Elais and Bao posted their documents together after I had finished streaming earlier in the night. I was awake for almost 48 hours by the time I posted my apology. Looking back at it, no, it was not good. Well, at least she acknowledged that. What up, meat? How you doing? I was not in a sound state of mind when it was written. I was blindsided by all this coming out and accusations made against me. No one involved tried contacting me privately beforehand. Was unable to eat, sleep, or do anything else but watch more docs and statements be released while everything fell apart. What up, Raz? Thank you for the lurk, Scar. I didn't have Red, I didn't have my friends, but I had the weight of the entire internet waiting to see what I was going to say and how I was going to say it wrong. I didn't have access to search for all the evidence to defend myself with a growing list of allegations, and I didn't have time to put it all together cohesively. Anyways, I was petrified. How could I possibly respond correctly to a coordinated effort like this in the state I was in without just blindly accepting fault for all the things I didn't do or never knew happened? I was rushed to get something out, defend myself the best I could in the heat of the moment, and post it so I could rest. No matter what I would end up saying, it would never have been good enough. Everybody in here, everybody that's a cubby has come at me at one point whenever Sinder has been mentioned in a tweet. Here's the thing, Sinder, fuck them. Thank you for the lurk, Raz. I'm gonna have to lurk too, need sleep since 4 a.m. comes fast. Go ahead, Raz. Thank you for the lurk. No matter what I end up saying, it would never have been good enough. Took me a long time mentally recover and have the ability to face any of this again. I couldn't look at anything Sinder related without breaking down. All of my fans that looked up to me were led to believe I was evil and encouraged to destroy or donate my merch. Almost everyone I knew or cared about turned on me in an instant. And anyone who's ever had...
What, are you dehydrated, bitch?
Had anything to say about me did. I had only one of my close friends message me after everything was out there. I received, hard R docs and death threats over these accusations. Well, might I be a little bit serious, Sinder? That's really a cop-out. But anyway. So I stepped away from the internet, reconnected with Red, and we are working things out between ourselves. When we are both ready to, he helped me with the long process of making this document. I didn't say almost anything else to anyone sooner, privately or publicly, because no one would believe me until I had absolutely everything put together to post all at once in one place. Okay, so... What started off 2025 horribly in the VTuber space was this thing with Sinder. And from there, it just seemed like our whole entire little sphere crumbled, guys. But if she's been taking an amount of time to figure this out, and she put effort into it, Stout, Star, I know Star has told me a couple of times that I need to learn how to forgive her. And another thing that helps Sinder out is that I buried my mother, whom I never got forgiveness from. So I know that the reckless decision of not seeking forgiveness is actually a pretty hard thing to do. And I went through that with my real mom, and y'all know that. So I'm hoping that I can figure out how to forgive her if I don't find the evidence. And on top of that, if I do find the evidence, well, it means that a whole entire girly pop crew has been lying to a fuck ton of people for a while. And if what she's saying is true, I cannot believe at one time I wanted an analyst model as a... Well... Yeah. We're just not going to go there. There have been 2 dreams of mine that have been completely obliterated by either streaming or Twitch itself. And that's going to a TwitchCon one day to see you guys and... getting an analyst model. The analyst model thing was completely blown into oblivion after this all happened. Purpose of the document: to prevent the full story and facts and evidence around what happened with complete transparency, defend myself against what's been said about me, and provide mine and Red's perspectives and motivations about each situation. It wasn't my choice to make this public, but since it is, my side of the story matters too. Okay, that's pretty logical. I'll give you that. To take accountability for everything that each of us are guilty of in the past couple of years, whether they are related to the original documents or not, this document will not absolve either of us of all wrongdoing, and it isn't trying to. Well, that's got to be the first honest thing that I've heard about this goddamn situation. Dispel rumors, manipulations, and theories about me, show how and why things actually occurred, and point out the refute discrepancies and lies in the claims or statements made against me. We've done things wrong, but the amount and degree of them has been incredibly exaggerated or made up. Crumble. Like the cookie? Nah, forgiveness is your choice and yours alone. Okay. I get that, Nor. There's a lot of things to be mad about when it comes to this whole Sinder thing. There really is. Majin's gonna create a whole entire video about this as soon as he reads all the way through it. So I won't have to read the whole thing to get the whole entire context of the story. Because probably Majin in the next 2 days is going to come up with one. And I hope to God it doesn't interrupt my Battlefield 6 time, because I'm going to be pissed if that happens. I tried to listen to Mitsuari's take on this. Yeah, but the Puddle VTuber, bro, he tends to overdo things. Of course, though, when it came to Sinder and all the fans of Sinder, what's the right way to say this? Everybody was over-exaggerating, okay? I took all of her merch and put it in the trash, and I shouldn't have. And I've had a whole lot of VTuber friends around me, from Nico to Nanny to... A whole bunch of mutuals told me that that was the very wrong way to handle it, and that I do apologize for. I did that. I added the Rev may have something to say. Elias, Rev is definitely going to have something to say. You should have donated it. Clothes are still closed. That is very true. I should have done that. But you got to remember, I was also dealing with the death of my mother and my uncle at the same time, too. So emotions ran pretty high for me. And unfortunately, when I incur death, I get angry about it. And Elias is right. Anger blinds a lot of people. Especially when it came to my real mother. Because there's a lot of shit in my childhood that still hurts to this fucking day, but whatever. This document contains speculations. Baseless accusations were made against me without evidence, so I've kept speculation labeled as such in this document. Most of it is supported by circumstantial evidence, but it could not be treated as solid fact. This document is not to fuel harassment or spread hate towards anyone involved. I am doing this. What's listed above and posted in this document in the same public setting the original documents were. If you have harassed anyone involved in my defense, you are not my supporter. Your actions are irreprehensible and never advocated for anybody for a reason. I'm sorry to anyone who's been affected by any actions of rogue community members against my principles. Well, I hate to tell you this, Sinder, but I just dropped anything having to do with you in that moment, like I said. I had 2 deaths to deal with. I had a brother who was not sleeping at night. I had to rush out to St. Louis. I became a month behind on my mortgage. I was going through a lot of bullshit around the time that you did this. So it kind of felt like to me, You know, at this point in time, I was trying to get a model together, and the one who motivated me the most in doing all of this kind of unmotivated me, in a way. I kind of, like, I had this notion to stop wanting to be, you know, in the VTuber space. Especially when I saw all the hate stuff come out. I was just like, nah, this ain't me. There's no moral wrongdoing in here other... Basically, I saw it as a bunch of freaking catty little girls having a cat fight. That's the way I saw it. I don't know if that's, like, too alpha or too based for people, but that's the way that I saw it, and I was just like, nah. I got too much on my fucking plate to deal with. That's emotionally to fucking deal with the most motivated VTuber icon that I spent money on at that time. Whatever. So I threw all their shit away and I went to St. Louis and I handled my shit. Imagine affording a mortgage. Couldn't have been me. With Bro, I got a 17-year grudge over my dad. I get it. Yeah, I know, Nor. I have made out to be two-faced, greedy, jealous, psychotic narcissist who's maliciously used, stalked, sabotaged, and betrayed those closest to me and anyone around me for my own gain for years, manipulating my way to the top like some kind of evil mastermind. Well, they did paint you in a pretty horrible light, Sinder. You lied to me too. There were things I've done wrong, but this image of me could not be further from reality. This is a complete public assassination of my character over what were lies and assumptions, followed by my cancellation and disappearance with my accusers profiting off of it, or from it. If I was really the awful person I was made out to be, then this document wouldn't exist. I wouldn't have any way to refute the claims made against me. Couldn't have just continued streaming and profited from the drama and over 30 million views this situation gathered. I could have let everyone forget about this and come back like nothing ever happened, but it's not true. I couldn't allow myself to move on without making things right. Everything that's come out and stories that followed have been blown way out of proportion and turned into crazy conspiracies. Both Red and I have done wrong, and all that will be addressed here. But the story everybody was told was not the reality of what happened. Every single person I've ever interacted with in the past, almost 5 years, even those closest to me, and every single interaction with them would have to have been fake for the story told about me to be true. 30 million views, Jesus Christ. I know, right? Her taking a dip, guys, off of the VTuber fucking sphere and just doing a nosedive into the fucking dirt. It rocked. And then you have the whole entire V Shoujo thing that happened 2 months after. With Twitch being freaking political scumbags in between that. Our VTuber space, dude, has been decimated. Everybody's going indie. There's only one good company that exists that controls VTubers anymore, and that's HoloLive. All the rest of them are just viewed as greedy, scum-sucking little money vacuums now. Alright. It's just been a bad year for VTubing, guys. Been a horrible year for VTubing at its core. I believe that there were two people responsible for how things played out, with a third person merely having an axe to grind against someone they never liked. Nanolith lied overwhelmingly about what happened between her and Red, sat back and played everybody, including my friends. Well, they're not your friends now, dude, because they definitely did not stick up for you. Shy Lily lied about me from the start, orchestrated things behind the scenes, and manipulated the public to their side. So she's saying that Shy Lily and Nanolith had a knife and took it to her spine, huh? Silverbarrel took the opportunity to lie about our interactions together, making things even worse for me. They had the most to gain from cancellation, including their own satisfaction. None of them could take accountability for their own actions and pushed it all onto me instead. The only two people that could disapprove their lies were just made into lying manipulators and wiped off the internet. Who the hell is she talking about? Honestly, it would have been just as productive to produce a hentai film of Shy Lily and Sinder giving each other kune, and it would have been just as productive. Damn, Nor. You need to chill down there, guy. Aside from the labeled speculation, everything presented in this document is true to the best of mine and Red's knowledge. I have nothing to hide, and there isn't a reason to hide anything anymore. The bulk of what's shown here over the past 2 years. Keep in mind that no matter who you are, opinions, thoughts, feelings can change a lot over such a long period of time. For better or worse, I went back and forth on a lot of things that to put in here, asking myself if I should leave them out for people I still care for, or keeping them in for my own sake. No matter what evidence is included in this document, it wouldn't be surprising if it's claimed that even with all the evidence, all of this is just me trying to lie, manipulate, and gaslight my way into what happened, and that no one should possibly believe me again. So Miku's told me about this situation in particular because Miku found me during June. And Miko taught me a valuable lesson about my mother dying. Which is why I respect Miko so much, because her DMs to me while my mother died were probably the thing that got me through that event as much as being there for my little brother. And she told me that forgiveness is the hardest thing to ask for, but you'll regret it if you can't ask it. And she is 100% correct. And I know, like, people like Nor, you know, Miku, Nanny, they're all saying that there are two sides to a story. And that I should not have been hyper-focused on being as emotionally blind as I was. Which is my fuck up. And I should have never done that, and I should have never been that way on the internet with you guys. And for that, I do wish to apologize. Not really. I know, Nor. It wasn't you a majority of it. Would you like me if I were to be chill? I'm pretty sure being unhinged is what put me on the map to begin with. That's true, Nor. It's okay, Papa Bear. Thank you, Elias. It's just rough, man. Like, I started this whole entire process, bro, just, like, off of watching her, bro. Oh. Sometimes there's one side of a story, but just find that there's more effective ways to process grief. See, that's the thing, though. I've processed a shit ton of grief. I've watched a lot of people die. No, dude, I've lost 38 of my friends over the course of a 10-year career, and I didn't lose them to something like cancer. I lost them to, like, violent ways. Like, getting blown to little tiny pieces. I know how to process grief. With my mother, it was a completely different story. So that one doesn't help. I get that. Meow. I mean, oh, you mean the Sinder draw. Oh, Jesus. Oh my gosh. See? I was blinded by it again, guys. Bear, you are getting a cat for a minute? What do you mean? You're joining my VC? Oh, great. My friends are going to tell me to go to bed because they know that I have to walk another freaking 12 to 14 miles tomorrow.
Hello.
Hi, Kat. How you doing, Star?
I'm
I-
joining
I'm
as
doing
well. I
okay.
hope you don't mind.
No, I don't
I,
mind. I don't mind if it's you.
Okay,
I'm part of me is
perfect.
here to tell you that you've got to walk like 10 miles tomorrow, so you should probably be in bed like you planned.
That's also part of me coming here to tell you the same thing. But I also realized that with everything that was going on, I wasn't able to be there for you for a lot of the things in the past, and I fucking hate that. So I'm here for you this evening because I fully understand that this affected you very negatively.
It did.
So I'm
And,
not about I'm not about
All
to
the
leave you
hugs.
behind again.
well, I appreciate that, Elias. I really do.
I feel
This,
pretty
this,
sorry about it, man.
this one, dude, this whole entire Cinder thing hit me hella hard.
Yeah, yeah. It hit a lot of people hard. Like I'm currently texting a friend of mine that uh started even watching YouTube because of Cinder.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're running through shit right now. I'm running through shit with him too, so
Can
Oh,
I say something on this as kind of like a person that came late to the party and kind of third party observer in the whole Cinder thing so far?
yeah. I was about to tell you guys. I was just gonna do a short stream tonight. Read the first couple of pages, and then hopefully read off some opinions from chat about it. But I would love your guys' opinion on everything, because I am going to read these last two paragraphs and then get off of here. That was my plan. I just wanted to see what she had to say initially.
her opening statements seem to be credible,
Mm-hmm.
but that's also coming from the guy that spent the most amount of time actually like going through the thing and paying attention and reading all of them because
Mm-hmm.
it was like, damn, one of my idols just did this horrid thing, and some of the claims and accusations, they had me scratching my head like that seems genuinely extremely out of character.
The whole thing that gets me is the thing that got me, the statement that made me throw all of my stuff away from her, from all the things that were posted, was it's just business. I've heard that from politicians, dude. Like, nail on a hammer when it comes to us being in the military and all that. Stars heard it, I've heard it,
Yeah.
and that one just, with all that I was
There,
going through at the
there's
time, that one made me the most pissed off. I was like, what the fuck? So this is just business. Connecting with a shit ton of people is just business to you. Okay. All right.
So, to
That's
this,
there is something to be said. She may have worded things incorrectly, but if you are a VTuber, there is a business side. You care for your people, you care for your followers, you care for your friends, but on the back end, you're having to pay for commissions and track commissions and getting your page set up and trying to get businesses, and like you've got Advanced GG now, right? So you're trying to get sponsors, trying to make sure you're in a good light for sponsors, things like that. There is an isolated business side of it. It's not all just it's not all just taking care of the people as much as everyone would like it to. I know even for me, since I'm technically a hobbyist, as you would call it, I want to hang out with my friends and make friends and all that. But on the backside of it, I'm also having to deal with artists and making sure they're making timelines that they say they will and making sure art's correct. So it is like a business project you have to manage on top of a social aspect. So
the
maybe she worded things incorrectly, but there is some business related to being a VTuber, whether you like it or not.
I
there
will
is a
also
reality.
add
Yeah, Meat. What was Meat saying? I really want to hear
That
what
was
Meat
Nor.
says.
That was
There's
Nor.
a
Oh, that was
reality.
Nor?
Yeah, I'm Nor.
Oh, hey,
Um,
what's up, buddy?
there's a reality you have to understand, though, Kodiak.
Yeah.
The bigger you get, the more you have to put away your personal feelings and connections aside, because ultimately it will pile. If you're too emotionally invested, if you're too emotionally invested into this, your ability to handle this, the what's it, the duties and
Stresses.
expectations
Mm-hmm.
of the business itself, because ultimately you cannot. A person can only invest so much emotional time and effort and energy. And this is coming from a guy who had experienced a similar problem as Cinder himself, or Cinder herself. This comes from me. So you have to understand that you have to detach yourself just a wee bit, just to enough of a level that you can't be too invested in, because human beings are still human beings and they only have so much time and energy. My only problem is that she used the phrase "just business."
Yeah.
Like, if she
It
hadn't
is.
used the
It is
word,
far more than a business, but I will add on top of that that in her situation, from what I've read so far of this document, is that she was blindsided by it. She had no indication that any of these people were going to do this. And
That's
in
something I
the
wanted to talk
being
about too.
blindsided by it, you're in a rush to quickly make a you're in a very quick rush to make a not a comeback, but you're trying your best to set up a line of scrimmage. It's like in the case of being ambushed.
Mm-hmm.
You need to set up a firing line so you can cover people, so you can cover yourself, so you can get out of there alive. It's kind of like that. She was verbally ambushed by this.
she's basically hitting a panic switch, basically.
It's
Yeah.
basically the panic switch, and not a lot of people plan for people that they called their friends 24 hours ago to suddenly be their number one enemy.
It just because damn, the whole entire deal here is I want to know why, if this is true what she's saying in the opening statement of this, why in the fuck would Shy Lily need to do this? That's what I want to
Here's-
know.
She's the
Competition.
one
If I
who
may
brings-
here,
Yeah, go
if
ahead.
I may.
Yeah.
So, these are all people invested in gamer subs. They're peak VTubers at the top. It's a big girls club, and they may have decided that they didn't like how this girl was operating, or she was taking too much spotlight, and they could have done the mean girl thing and said, "We want them out," which
Yeah.
is kind of what my personal view is leaning towards, because they didn't talk to her. They all coordinated on massive amounts of document drops simultaneously
Yeah, that's
and
true.
gave her
That's
no
gonna
real
be
way to
my thought.
respond.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be my thought. It's legitimately based off of the song that Reba McEntire wrote for a fucking Disney movie back in the day, with the fucking like chorus line being "It's lonely at the top when the lights go down and the cheering stops. You got no real friends and no place to call home." I hate to say it like that, but it's genuinely, it sounds like when she said it's just business, I think she was aiming more towards well, it's just business, as in each one of these people want me out of the business.
Well,
So,
see,
Hear me out.
yeah, go ahead, Nor.
I have a personal perspective on this. Is that for how much people focus on the just business line, there really is no humanity in how Cinder is treated. It really does feel like we're the actual modus operandi of the people involved are far more business oriented and less humanity focused than
Yeah.
the way Cinder worded it.
yeah.
To me,
That's
Shy Lily
true,
is the
yeah.
number one perpetrator. Shy Lily reeks the most out of this.
That's
Let's-
actually
But
kind
like,
of
if
true.
you pull up, if you pull up Gamer Supps back before this all went down, it was in this line: Cinder, Shy Lily, and then Silvervale. or Cottontail.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm
Keep in
pretty
mind-
sure it'd be the same thing if I pulled up GamerSupps like right now. Hold on.
Keep in mind, I have a theory that this has been simmering since like, a couple years prior with like the Hogwarts Legacy stuff. I
Oh
think
Jesus! If
I
that
think that's been like bubbling underneath the surface for that long.
So
Bro.
the other thing in this is, it's taken her. This is a massive document.
this shit
It's taken her
was
months
out
to
of nowhere
respond.
in
This is her
1,000
first
pages,
real
it's
response.
fucking insane. Tricks.
This is her first real response, honestly, from the looks of it. Where she's
Yeah.
gotten to dig in and provide all the documentation. Because she was hit with a wall of documentation, and she has to go through and pick through everything and find the counter for absolutely everything by herself when she's got a united front of multiple people that pre-stage documents against her. Whether you're for her or against her, that's going to take time to counter. And since she lost everybody in her support orbit, she probably had to do it all by herself with no support.
Well,
And here's
maybe-
another
maybe
thing. She rectified herself with Red, which was the person that apparently was one of the main factors in the quote-unquote fall of Sinder, which is more than likely going to be something that's now part of the VTubing timeline when historians look back at us and like, damn, they watched a bunch of fake anime girls on the internet. Well, this is the part where one of the biggest ones had a big fall because the rest of them tried to push the others out. But
come on, if you were a Cinder fan for 10 seconds, all right, the whole entire deal with Red, every single Cinder fan knew exactly what Red was. Okay, underneath the bravado of VTubers can't date, every single one of us that was, a hardcore fan of hers and a hardcore pyro pup, we knew that Red was with her. Okay, she couldn't hide that from all of us. That did not surprise me when she came out and said that. So I'm not shocked at the whole entire Red thing. Okay, Red could have handled this a shit ton better, though, than what he did. And if I get into this and I actually read this more and I figure out that, like, Nor may be right. Maybe this has all been just... I think I was a hardcore fan, and yeah, it was obvious, not gonna lie. See? Even another pyro pump in my freaking chat knew it. But
by the way, welcome on in, Trix. First time chatter. Thank you so much. If you want to follow his channel, please absolutely consider following the channel.
Fucking
He's a great dude. He's
Elias.
a great dude. We love
God
him. He's a
damn it.
great fucking dude. We love him.
Damn it, Elias.
He's amazing.
We love Papa Bear so much.
Fucking A. You guys are awesome. Oh my god.
I'm touching
You
myself.
gotta
tonight.
remember, Cody, if it's just business, I'm a motherfucking entrepreneur, baby.
You want to know something? And Trix also got the follower thing where it's the Deadpool follow that I'm touching myself right now. God
Oh, no.
damn it! Out of the 2 follower notifications I have, God fuck. Okay.
So,
Perfect.
so the
Welcome on
other
in,
this-
Trix. We love to have you in the bear cave.
Gentlemen's clap for you,
1,000
Trix.
pages.
Congrats. But the whole entire deal was we knew all about Red. We knew that Red was the freaking
Of course.
business end of this. And I do think that Nora is kind of right. I think that this crap has been bubbling since the Hogwarts thing. Which
It
I want
has.
to point out, the whole entire Hogwarts thing was absolute bullshit. Alright? You shouldn't be hating on people because they play a fucking game, for God's sakes. That is so childish and so
that I will
immature.
A game that I will add.
God.
A game that I will add. The person that they're pissed off at had nothing to do with.
Yeah,
None of the
that-
writing,
yeah.
None of the suggestions. The only thing that she had anything to do with it was the IP. That was it.
So here's a fun fact: they actually had like a website app where you could go and you can search up a user where you can check and see if they ever streamed Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They had a
Yeah.
website
Oh,
for that shit?
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I was actually listed on that. KodiakVT was actually listed on that during the whole entire Hogwarts thing because I played it with my little sister Lily back when I was
So,
a freaking IRL freaking tuber, dude.
Did you guys hear
Literally.
what happened to me not even a month ago over that?
Oh yeah, you just made a suggestion that you wanted to play it because
Oh,
you heard it had a good
God.
Yeah, somebody had
yeah,
suggested,
dude.
and
What the
people jumped
fuck?
all over me and threatened me and blocked me and all this other stuff because
Man, that-
they're like, if we need somebody's like, we need to start another round of cancellations. People are playing this game again.
Yo, y'all,
I didn't even play it, and people are blocking me.
y'all in the VTuber space, y'all need to fucking cut out your bullshit with being fucking evil, maniacal little fuckers. That's unacceptable.
I'm genuinely tired of feeling like I'm holstering a SIG P320 every time I
no
talk
shit, dude.
about anything that's
Jesus.
quote unquote controversial. It's bullshit.
Stesha,
What's crazy?
I played the game with my little sister, and my little sister Lily actually loves the hell out of it. I went out and I bought her the collector's edition and everything of it because literally my mom, my other sister Anna, and my little sister Lily, who has autism by the way, loves the shit out of all of that Harry Potter stuff. I watched the movies for the first time with those three people fully, like 1 through what is it, 7... There's
Isn't
7
it
of them. Isn't there 8?
Isn't it 8?
7 or 8?
There's 8.
Okay, there's
of them,
8.
just
Yeah,
the
because
last
Deathly Hollows is a 2-parter, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like flipping out over a video game, guys. Come on, that's a little bit childish. We can be a little bit more grown up than that.
So I'm
That's
gonna
just
actually say something key
stupid.
here that further I'm gonna say something key that really needs to be said because when you hear it, it only further destroys their one semi-valid argument. Right now, Hogwarts Legacy is free on PS Plus.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, what that means is that their one key argument is completely dead in the water. And that their argument is that, and it's wrong of an argument, but it's their only argument. And that argument is now invalidated. And that
Yeah, because how games work.
Hold on, I'm not done. I'm trying to explain
Continue.
I'm trying to explain the reasoning why their logic is wrong. Is that their one argument is that through chain of command, and is that the chain of command will get J.K. Rowling paid. Here's the trick, though. Now that it's free on PS Plus, 0%, whatever percent of 0 is still 0.
Yeah, that's true. If you know simple multiplication, you know that to be true.
Let me also add that how subscriptions like PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass work. Unless the company itself has made the game, like if it is an indie developer or somebody else has written an IP, like Tom Clancy. Let's look at Tom Clancy. He's the writer behind most of the Ghost Recon and Hawks, Splinter Cell.
He's the original concept writer for The Division, which happens to be my favorite and most played game ever, chat.
Exactly. Let me throw this out there that he doesn't see a fucking dime of the money made from Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, any kind of like Steam sale or Steam subscription. I don't know if they have any kind of subscription like Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, but he sees no money from that because of the way the way the rules are written around those subscription type games, like gameplay systems.
Yeah.
They are legitimately made so that the company can buy for whatever obscene amount. Let's say 50 million, because Tom Clancy's a pretty damn good writer.
Yeah, he is a damn good writer.
I love his books. By the way, if you haven't read Tom Clancy's Hawks, I would go read that. It's a really good one. But if you buy, they will buy the IP from the person.
Rainbow Six. Oh my god,
They
that.
will buy the
Oh,
IP from the person and then put it on their Game Pass that people pay. What is it now? $25 a month.
well, no. The way that PlayStation does it is they do a $10 get you internet access, then they do a $15 which is extra. I'm a premium member, so I pay $45 a month, but I pay it on a yearly basis. So I pay $120 a year to get access to everything that PlayStation releases.
Yeah. But if you look at that, the average player, if they have that sort of thing, they're going to have a ton of different games. So technically, in a way, they're somewhat losing money, but making money at the same time.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Hi, Extra. Oh my gosh, you're talking guns. You're talking guns in my chat.
Oh, Extra's amazing. Extra's amazing.
Give you a kiss on the forehead for that one.
I like SIGs, but I'm partial to the M9 to
Oh, okay. Star, stop putting your freaking gun wish list in my chat. 700 SPS, Jeebus.
Hey, it's the Remington 700 SPS Varmint, the 308.
Gosh.
I just want one of those. That's all.
Bro, she's riding the freaking sniper tab fucking train there, chat. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, Star. Anyway, sorry that I ignored you down there, Extra Chaos.
Mark 19.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Shush, meat. You shush your mouth. You shush.
So I'll be nice here. Bear does have to sleep, so we should probably get him back on topic.
Yes,
we should get him back on topic.
Anyway, I just want to know about what the fuck Nano and Shy Lily did to want to do this. And now, if this whole entire thing comes out that they did something fucking stupid, do you realize how much this is gonna hurt Lily? And Nano, you realize that if there is one thing wrong that Sinder proves in this 1,000 pages, you realize how much Nano won't be able to be an artist anymore.
So one thing I want to point out that's going to be a thing. A lot of people are going to dive into this. A lot of people are going to be putting out statements. A lot of people need to watch the wording on their language because this is going to impact a very large business.
Mm-hmm.
So that it does not put them in danger of potential defamation one way or the other.
Hey, Elias, how much, can you look it up right now? How much does Shy Lily own of Gamer Subs?
I can double check. Let me
play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yeah, you're right, Stesha.
Stowe, I added you in Discord. Yes, she dropped a 1,000-page document roughly, an hour ago or so?
Yeah, it literally popped up on my noties on X. And then Shadow sent me a DM with the 1,000-page document on it. So shout out to Shadow. Thank you for finding that for me, buddy.
Poor Miko was in her startup, and I notified her in her starting soon screen that the document had dropped, and it delayed her by 10-15 minutes because she had to read over some of the juicy stuff real quick.
There's also another theory that
so the guy that I know that's
hey, Stout, I have a bunch of people in here already, brother. I don't want a lot of voices in my head, dude. 4 is enough, brother. Anyway, go ahead, Elias.
So the gentleman that I know that's really big into stock trading, I messaged him the moment you asked me to, and he's normally pretty fast at getting back because he's always watching the stock market for whatever fucking reason or another.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crypto, bro.
Yeah, Stout, dig your claws into it, buddy.
The only thing that is technically confirmed is that she is a partial owner of she holds a stake in Gamer Subs. So like a partial.
Well, that means that it's between 10 and 15% of shares
not
then.
A sole owner. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's still something though. That means that you own a seat on the board. That means that you control actual financial decisions. Dude, GamerSups might be going down in the fucking dookie hole after this one.
No, they won't.
Well,
they won't because of,
no, because what? Russian
Badger.
Yeah, Russian Badger freaking owns the majority stake, doesn't he? He's got like a 45% vested interest in the company. He's literally the one that started the whole entire thing of making flavors for certain streamers. It wasn't GamerFart 5000 like the first like creator created flavor.
Yep.
So, I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
This could technically be a corporate power play to kind of force Sinder to sell her portion of the stocks.
She hasn't sold it yet, though.
No, she hasn't.
Well, she announces in the document that she is.
Oh, she is selling it? No, I wouldn't do that. No, Sinder, don't do that. No. Somebody in chat clip me and then, like, this next thing that I'm about to say. Sinder, do not sell your shares in that company. Do not do it. Do not give up your seat on the fucking board if they're a bunch of liars, dude. Don't do that. What are you doing? No.
Cody, let's have you read those last two paragraphs.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, of the page. Let's give you time to read those last two paragraphs in there.
To show that I stand by everything written here and that I'm sorry for the things I've done wrong. I've made a very hard decision. I'm giving up my partial ownership. So she gave it up already? No, Sinder.
Read the whole thing. Read the whole thing.
Hi, Shadow. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you, Shadow.
Cheer one, 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 cheer one.
Damn it, Twitch needs to make a fucking 10-bit chat button. God damn it. I've worked...
You can just type cheer 10 and it'll give 10 bits.
Oh, okay. I've worked so hard for them since December 2022, and earning this position was one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. I'm honored they chose to give me the opportunity, and I've been immensely proud to have the title. As sad as I am to do this, I feel the need to protect the company I love, the people that work there, and everybody associated with over my interests. GamerSup suffered a lot of damage when all of the accusations were made against me, and that fell on my shoulders. This is my responsibility as part owner, and I don't want any more harm or negativity to come to them having this position. I didn't have to do this, and I wasn't asked, forced, or coerced into making the decisions. There are things more important to me than quote-unquote business, which is what we were just talking about. I notified them of my decision in June, and it will take effect at the same time this document is published. Wow, so she literally... What the fuck? Okay, somebody clip me and send this to Sinder. I'm sorry. You should have never done that. From a financial and both a moral standpoint, you should not have done that. That was the stupidest move you could ever have made.
Hold on on that one.
Oh my god.
She's thinking about the other people. That's not a stupid move, Cody.
I know that's not a stupid...
In all honesty, if you look at the stocks that GamerSups had, it plummeted the minute that shit came out.
She's been working this for months. Something huge is coming. It could have actually been a very good move. Okay, let me explain why this kind of annoys me first, and then I can hear a counter debate to it. Okay? One, with even holding 5% of shares, that still puts you on the seat at the board. The thing that matters to a company the most, guys, is the round table. You cannot even get money from a bank without everybody's decisions from the round table. Okay? That is why that is important. And if these people, literally Shy Lily is a backstabbing little killer whale that decided, oh hey, now's my German time to freaking go all full on, world war on you and completely burn you, then you should have stuck it out and you should have fought. I guess that's the ex-warrior in me telling me that. Okay, that's my instinct.
Warrior.
Okay,
You're
okay.
not an ex-warrior. Once a soldier, always a soldier.
Okay.
I will never call you an ex-soldier. I'm gonna get on you about that.
Okay, all right. Still, the premise still flies. I would have fought this out. But that's just my instinct to everything. My instinct is what the morals and pillars that gave me a 10-year career are telling me to do. And if I were in her position, I would fight for the people lower than me to get these people the fuck out of that company.
Well,
Nuts.
You also have to do what Stasha's saying here, and you kind of have to put yourself in her shoes and her perspective.
She's also... See, this is what's...
civilian.
Yes, this is what sucks about being a warrior in the VTuber space, because nobody gets my mentality, and it kind of throws people off. Not saying that that's a bad or a good thing, okay?
There are other warriors in the VTuber community. Like, I can point out several. Me
and Razor would have approached this kind of situation, though, in the same fucking way. We would have been like, no, you guys aren't going to push me around. This isn't happening. I know that you're the bad guys, and I'm going to freaking defeat you come hell or high water. I know that's exactly the way that Razor would have fucking handled this situation. He would have handled it exactly like I would have. Just bulldoze over Shy Lily and put her in the dirt where she needs to be.
So, Kodiak.
I'm going to preference this. He does not mean kill her.
Yeah, I don't mean that. I mean, in a sense of getting her kicked out of the company. But go ahead. No.
Don't clip that.
This is one of those in-game moments.
Yeah.
In-game.
I don't mean...
And ready or not.
Guys,
hell let loose.
Guys, I don't mean that Shy Lily should be, hit the delete button on Shy Lily as a whole. Okay, what I am saying is if she was an evil, manipulating person, that you should have fought your way to get her off the board. Not give it all up and, hope to tarnish or, fix your tarnished reputation after that. I'm on your side, Bear, but AI do see what she did. The way she did it. Was a gamer moment? I had a gamer moment. You're right, Exa. You're right. But anyway, go ahead, Nor, with your point. Now that we've ironed that out, so that Twitch doesn't, delete me off the internet.
I'm going to be very frank with you, and I'm going to put it in a way that, because you're a warrior, I'm sure you can understand from.
Mm-hmm.
As a soldier, you know how your superiors have to follow a logistic pattern. And sometimes what you really have to go down to is incentives. And that when someone decides to sell their shares, it's usually due to the fact that the company is hemorrhaging, money and funding. This is why people get fired all the time for their political views, is because their shares don't really matter much if their share value is worth less than nothing. Think of it like a limb that is causing you to have your life in danger. And you have to amputate in order to survive.
Oh, shit. They're not... GamerSubs is not publicly traded.
What?
GamerSubs isn't publicly traded. I just looked at this.
No, but their stocks are... They should be listed, shouldn't they?
If it's private, there's no stock.
Yeah, it's a private company. GamerSubs is a private company, not publicly traded one, so there is no stock price. The company is owned by a majority shareholder, Jonathan Schlatt, who's also co-founder of Schlatt & Co. Because GamerSubs
Jay Schlatt.
Yeah, Jay Schlatt, yeah. It's not listed in the NYSE or NASDAQ.
What the hell?
Then why is this even of contention, then? I would have
How the
not.
hell?
If it's not a publicly traded company, then I definitely would never have given up my seat on the board because there's no financial loss.
But then where's the drama coming from on a financial end?
Yeah,
You can
that's
still
exactly
be
what I'm
partial
asking.
Owner. You can still be partial percentage owner. There's just no publicly traded stock. So if I had a company, Bear could have 25%, Elias could have 25%, I could have 50%, and revenue gets split accordingly. So I have a feeling she's going to be like 5% holder.
Wait. My research indicates that we also have to think about this number. Gamer subs valuation estimated by the NYSE, even though it's not publicly traded, is $66.3 million. Though this figure may vary depending on source and the date of valuation, company had a reported revenue of 1.8 million in August of 2025. Holy fuck, dude. So she was a 5% holder of 66.3 million.
Don't make me do math, Papa Bear. It's way too fucking late.
I'm working on it.
Don't make your soldier do fucking math. It's
You said
too
5%,
late.
right?
Stowed. I gotta go
So
set up for my
3.3
stream.
million.
Go ahead, buddy. You're good, dude. So
That would be 3.3 million cash out. at that
Okay.
price.
So she made 3.5 million cashing out.
$3.5 million's enough to set people for a
Very long
decent amount of
time.
Like you and me, we both live on. I don't want to say you live on a lower income because I know for a fact that I live on a lower income. It's why I don't have the equipment that I would want or the model that I would want right now. But
Feels like you were just looking at it from a money perspective. Well, you gotta also put that in there because that's 50% of the problem, Stesha. The emotional side of it is the other half of the equation. But continue, Elias.
I'm just saying, if she lives in a decent neighborhood, in a decent house, with house payments and everything, she could be set up. Like, if she budgets this right and doesn't do extravagant spending, like, millionaires and shit, she could live a pretty decent life.
Dude, the last time that we heard from Sinder when it came to her living situation, she was still living in a fucking basement with 2 other roommates, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
So-
That was literally the stream that she had before this all happened. She literally said that in her last stream, which you can't get the VOD anymore because she probably freaking emotionally deleted it, which, no offense, but I would fucking do that too after the whole entire internet fucking came after me.
Oh, yeah, but it also could be Twitch itself because even for like verified creators, you can't just leave VODs up there. They've limited that now. They rolled out the limiter on verified creators. I want to say December of 24, and then started rolling out the usage limiter on smaller accounts afterwards.
I don't think that it was an easy decision either, Stesha. I don't think that she just woke up out of bed one day and was just like, I'm gonna get rid of my shares. Okay? I don't think that that was an easy decision to make because this all happened. She said she did it in June, right? That's what this other paragraph says. She did it in June. When did the first Sinder document come out, Noor? Because I know you know this.
I actually don't. I think it was...
Really?
I didn't pay attention to the date and time to when it was released. All I know is that it's been a couple of years. I think
I've genuinely just been trying to focus on myself.
There may be something here. Hold on a second. If she says that she first started talking about getting out of it in June, because this takes time, she is kind of under a confidentiality agreement as one of the people as part of the business, because if she drops this while she's still an owner,
yes,
there's some fiduciary stuff. So she had to wait for this to clear before she could drop her response.
Stesh-
So there is potentially some legal background here where she couldn't say anything until she was out.
Stesha just made a very good point, but if you didn't, it didn't go into effect until the document came out. So, which literally means she waited for this 1,000-page document to come out as soon as it was over. So that means that she got paid out in a check today.
Yeah.
So if it came out an hour ago, that must mean that it was down to the second of that contract being over.
It's like the V Shoujo thing where they couldn't say anything because of the, what's it called? The gag orders, basically, in the contract.
Yeah, but dude, every single one of those content creators violated the gag order the moment that they found out Iron Mouse got fucked. There's not a judge on the planet that will hold you constrictually to a fucking gag order if a company stole $500,000 of charity funds, okay? I know that to be fact.
Yeah, but this is a different case. This is a different case because there was no apparent linked crime to it, so she had to wait. That's true. Otherwise, if she dropped it, it hurt the company, it would come back on her. So she had to wait until she was out of the system. That accounts for the delay.
Let's also look at this. She didn't have to say fucking anything. She could have quietly done this and then just moved on with her life. She's doing this because she genuinely cared about the people who looked up to her, who watched her, who wanted to possibly get into VTubing because of her.
Oh, I don't doubt that, Stesha, at all. Who in this VC right now thinks that she did not have a lawyer to help her with this?
Well, I would have. No doubt her and Red had.
Yeah, I would have gotten us both lawyers immediately when everybody started shitting on me on the internet like that. Especially since I'm a partial owner in a $66.3 million company. Damn.
Honestly, she should have had a lawyer before her first response.
Now,
Nora's right there.
What's going to happen here is this document's going to get picked apart by public opinion and people looking at the legalities. You're going to have them comparing it to all the previous documents. There's already been complaints that some of the initial documents that came out may have been forged or modified.
What the fuck?
That I've seen people talking about.
It's going to be a shit show? It is going to be a shit show.
This is going to blow up. So what this needs now, essentially, this just needs time. This is a hurry up and wait while people pick this thing absolutely apart. You're going to have legal people talking about...
Oh, dude, do you think that he's not looking at this? Do you really think he's not looking at this? Come on, man.
Doubt it.
That dude.
The trick is he doesn't touch this until it gets to an actual court.
Buckle up, boys and girls. It's gonna get wild. I think.
But he's not going to touch this until it hits court. That's when it hits his realm. This needs to hit some sort of legal something, and then he'll touch it. If it's not in the realm of legal. It's not in his wheelhouse. He's going to leave it as space drama. He deals with legalities. He doesn't deal with gossip.
I think that after this document gets picked apart over the next couple of days, you are going to see another crash out from Shy Lily. I guarantee it. Shy Lily, because she crashed out, dude, within the first, first 10 hours that Cinder's original document was out? It didn't even take her one stream to crash out, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So this right here, it just needs time. It just needs to cook. We also need to see, sometimes daylight's the best disinfectant. We need to see which rats go running for their holes.
I'm gonna read this last paragraph, guys. Then I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah, you're right. Extra. There, you are 100% correct, and so is Star. Each tab in this document is about the people and events related to claims made against me, where I'm provided links to each person's respective statements for reference, the evidence, context, and mine and Red's thoughts around each situation. They're intended to read each section, and in the order they're presented. This document should be viewed in desktop light mode for formatting to appear correctly. Some information and screenshots appear in multiple sections for whoever it's relevant to. The first few sections being Nano's Bow, V-Cards, and Numi's Concert, and Shy Lily culminate in a section breaking down what I've seen throughout them, with the last few sections of this document being standalone. Unless stated otherwise, every link in this document is working at the time this is posted. This document will not be edited after it's posted either, because we live in 2025. I need to say this, that this document was written without the use of AI. I understand some of the things in this document may be very damaging to people involved. They understood that their claims would be damaging to me before they publicly made them too. Everyone can review the evidence for themselves and decide what really happened, and if I really am the person you were led to believe me to be. The burden of proof is on the accuser, not the accused. Whoa.
That is a lawyer saying, I'm sorry, but I've seen that a couple times. I've seen that a couple times.
Yo. Hey, Nano. I know that you live in the Netherlands or some shit, but you better buckle up, dude. I may have said earlier that quitting the board and giving up your shares was a bad idea, but by what she's stating here in this last paragraph of the introductory page, she's coming to war with you guys. Holy fuck. I actually respect her more for that last paragraph than anything she's ever put out about this. Holy shit.
Shall I queue up Avenged Sevenfold this
No, dude, don't do that.
Well, what I would say around this, because businesses are involved, because very big people are involved, a lot of creators are going to need to watch their language and make sure they aren't making blatant accusations at specific people, so they don't get nailed in the realm of defamation. So
how long
we don't need
is
people catching strays. We don't need people catching strays, basically.
So I had some thoughts, and you can feel free to reject them if you wish.
Okay.
But if I were a Cinder right now, I would be working with the lawyer to see if there are any forms of legal grounds of which you could prove existence of antitrust laws being violated, because this just reeks of a business power play. This reeks of coercion. And I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
See,
I hate to say it, but you might
the
not be
good
wrong.
thing about having Nor in your back pocket is that he has a political mind. Like, I'm not talking like political, like talking smack like Hassan political. I'm talking like politician mindset. Like a guy that should be in a motherfucking governance somewhere. Huh, Nor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nor? Yeah. You say very silently back there, dude.
That's because it's literally because I'm the politician.
Anyway, I would take Nor's good look at this as, kind of a feeling chat as to where you should sit with this. Like, right now, let's look. I want to look at Shy Lily's page, because her whole entire community freaking came after Cinder in, like, the most freaking heinous fashion known to man. Whoa. Okay. Everybody, for some stupid reason, is dropping art like motherfuckers on Shy Lily right now. And pictures of her. Okay, that's not her profile. What the hell, guys? Where is Shy Lily at?
Did you block her?
No, I did not.
Wouldn't it be a better use of your time to go onto Shy Lily's YouTube channel and
I'm
find it from there?
I'm following.
top
Yeah,
one.
I got her. I'm following her right now. It says we made it. That was her last pin post. Yeah, dude, she's just got a bunch of art on here.
Double check replies.
Ooh, boy. Whatever she's doing, she's still more art, bro. Just a shit ton of fucking art over her spooky stream that she did. Not a single person in her community has made her aware that there is an 1,000-page document where she's on the fucking first page of it multiple times.
She's probably aware. She's probably going to legal.
Probably aware.
She's probably going to legal before she makes the statement. Because she needs to know what kind of damage control she has to do, and it's a large document.
Let's see what Numi's people are saying. Now, keep in mind, guys, I have not watched anything on Shy Lily, Numi, any of the girly pop since this all fucking happened. I've actually rejected their content on my algorithm on YouTube, actually. Every time something pops up of Numi or Tricky or any of them, I've pretty much told YouTube don't recommend them to me. Yeah, it's just a bunch of art. Nobody's saying anything to him about it. Well, let's see what freaking Tricky Wee's fucking people are saying.
I just want people. I just genuinely want people to get along, man.
I do too. But there are some things, though, that these girly pops have done that cannot be ignored on a moral standpoint.
Yeah.
What?
I've also noticed, why is it that when our parents used to talk about the bullshit that, like, would happen between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt or whatever the fuck his name was, we used to think that it was the dumbest shit ever. But
What?
now we're
whoa,
sitting
whoa,
here...
whoa, whoa, whoa. Tricky's played Dead by Daylight tonight with Spite. Remember that yellow check mark is like $1,000 a month. Yeah, that's true. And all of the people in my VC went goddamn silent when I just said that. Tricky Wee was literally playing Dead by Daylight with Spite today. Today's the... Oh no, yesterday, the 6th. And has her shouted out, by the way, in that same repost.
Yeah.
This dropped a little over 2 hours ago now, so...
Oh god, I can't look at Hunter the same way now that Tricky Wee's done something with it. Fuck.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to have Gengar be my replacement because I don't want anything to do with Hunter now.
Yep, I don't either. Oh god. Thank you, Tricky, for ruining one of my favorite Pokemon evolutions. Thank you for that.
Alakazam supremacy.
Nobody's ruined Riolu yet.
You're lucky. You're lucky, dude. I'm so glad that Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon, and that cute little dude is hated on 90% of the time for being like the worst starter Pokemon for some reason.
Bulbasaur was goated. Bulbasaur was goated. You guys have no clue until you played Smash Brothers Brawl. Fuck that little fucking lizard. I swear to God.
See,
I was a fox, wolf, Ike, and snake main on that game.
mm-hmm.
And every fucking time somebody pulls out the Pokemon trainer, they're not using Charizard, they're not using Squirtle, they're only using Bulbasaur. Why?
Because...
Why are you only using Squirtle, you bitch?
Whoa.
Bulbasaur.
Wait a minute. Nines, can you imagine the time and effort it took to put all this together coherently? Nines even commented on my thread about it.
You're such a sweetheart.
while also dealing with your entire career crumbling and losing all your friends and being hated by the entire community. I wasn't... I hated her at first, but like I said, I explained my reaction to that. Because this all happened with, Cinder, and then 4 days later I found out that two important people died for me, so I kind of flew off the handle. So I do apologize to the VTuber community for the harsh things that I said about Cinder, but death is not an excuse. It was a reaction. And I reacted poorly.
No, I think it is an excuse in this case because ultimately, when bad things happen, it's always natural to have a visceral response. And let me be clear here. Her hands are not clean either. But just because your hands aren't clean doesn't mean that the calluses go away. You have every right to still want to support her despite her flaws and her failings, but let it be known that there are some involved, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And at the end of the
VTubers
day,
are
we're
our
all
celebrities. Yeah, you're right, dude. They are.
Yeah, VTubers are celebrities. I was trying to make that point earlier, but I
Drink
completely
water,
forgot
you
about it.
dehydrated
But
bitch.
at the end of the day, we all need to remember that we're all human. We all fail. We all make mistakes, and sometimes mistakes can be rectified with simple apologies and trying to repair the damages made. But oftentimes, I've seen from nowadays, more and more people don't want to try and repair the bridges made. We've built shining bridges across the oceans that separate us as individuals.
Only celebrities
And
I
when
need
they
is
get-
Kodiak and Sydney Sweeney. That has got to be the most based answer I've ever heard in my chat, Ren. God damn. My celebrity is Star. Oh, damn, that is a sweet thing to say, Stasha. That is such a sweet...
Stasha, thank you.
That is
But
such a sweet thing to
genuinely-
say.
But genuinely, I see it more and more and more and more and more. People, even if you apologize and you try your damnedest to fix whatever the problem was, you try and make amends and you try and fix the situation. It's just a lot of times you try to fix the bridge that you have built with the person, but they don't want to try and fix their side of it and repair the damage. And perhaps even build a stronger bridge between the two of you because of a stronger connection between the two of you because you've gone through some hardships, had some arguments. Hell, one of my best friends, I punched the fuck out of within like the first 3 weeks of class. And I'm sitting here on the phone, I'm like sitting here texting him back and forth right now.
Honestly,
Because
I need to
we
revisit
tried
this
to
whole
fix-
drama. My first thought was the Cinder was in the wrong and Shy Lily became unglued, and even though she's famously the type to never address drama. See, that's when Shy Lily did her crash out, that's when people started coming to me in what small pool of cubbies that I had. And they kept on telling me when I reacted to it, they were like, yo, bro, I think that you kind of flipped off at the handle at this one, man. Because there's a VTuber out there who's freaking out right now. So there's got to be something else underneath, the whole entire meat and potatoes of this whole thing. And you're exactly right, Extra. It was... that's when I started to think about, hey, maybe I should give this whole forgiveness thing a shot. And
Honestly,
I did. I flew off the handle when I first read Cinder's document, too. I did. I will admit that straight up for the internet and all of my community. Even though you guys are small, you're still amazing. And I absolutely love you guys, and you guys are awesome. So, I personally am waiting for all of the girly pops to start freaking crashing out and go into fucking girl drama mode, honestly. Because by what it seems like, none of them have any idea. I mean, Tricky is, like, yesterday is streaming with one of her friends, or one of her frenemies, you know, spite for some weird-ass reason, so it's whatever. Wait a minute. Is that what Pippa's notification was for me? Was this whole entire VTube drama on Twitch? Is Pippa watching the... wait a minute, is Pippa doing something with this?
There's not but one way to find out.
There are so many people talking about this right now. This blew up instantly. This is like VTuber like nuke went off.
Yeah.
I think even Discordia stopped his stream.
What?
Sure.
Wait, Discordia? That means Dexterdo did too.
Never mind. I'm dumb. That's the wrong person that switched to just chatting. My bad.
Yeah, so
He
I'm
still
sorry to
played Battlefield
everyone.
1 based.
I'm sorry to everyone. All the content you're going to see for the next 2 weeks is going to be on Cinder, and you might see some VTubers gaming here and there.
Boy, well, you'll
I'm telling you,
definitely see
Friday,
me
Battlefield
gaming.
6.
Drink water,
Battlefield
you
6
dehydrated
Friday.
bitch.
New outfit.
I
Gonna be there.
just drank water. Well, Pippa's playing chess right now, which is really crazy for her to do. But I'm not gonna sit there and have her stream on my stream, so...
Well, I might play. I might have to play.
But,
Ready or Not this Friday.
you guys are going like fucking ham on my post here on X. My post ratings usually sit between 90 and 110 views, and you guys already have this at 175 with 6 comments and 11 likes, which is crushing my average. Thank you, Ren. Get those sweet, sweet subs. You know what, man? The only thing that I hope that this does, honestly, Extra, is get me out of working my full-time job. If I could become a full-time content creator, that would be awesome. Good night, Kodiak, and everybody in VC and chat. Good night, Stesha. Freaking sleep well tonight. But I'm glad that I was able to give you guys the first page of this docky.
I want your ass to go to bed though, because
Yeah.
you're supposed to be in bed about how long we've been going? An hour and 29 minutes ago.
Yes, I was supposed to be in bed, and then I was stupid and I decided to look at my phone. Brother, I feel that. Slow start for me, but one day I'll be as loved as Star. It is late, even CST time. I know it is. I have to be up at 10 a.m. tomorrow so that I can hike another 11 miles tomorrow. We got the south slope, so we saved the least distance for the last day of my work week, so that's a good thing. I will end the stream for you guys.
I'll dip out of the VC.
Yeah, it was good having you here, Nor. Or did you say you're leaving the VC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to stay?
I plan on just the moment that I raid somebody, I plan on getting off, bro. I'm gonna be done the moment that it's done. So if you want to leave right now, you're good too, bud.
Miko's live if you want to raid her.
That's who I planned on raiding, actually.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was my original plan. Well, it was gonna be Sister Cecilia, but I'm gonna raid Aku Miku. I don't know, guys. This whole thing having to do with Sinder is just...
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't think that it was coming. I thought she would slowly pass away into Nowheresville, but
I can see the timing from a legal perspective. Like, a lot of people are going to be like, why now? But looking at the document, you can see from a legal perspective, she needed to get out from under the clause of gamersubs, basically, before she could drop this reply. So there is a reason for the delay. There is a reason for the time frame. Otherwise, she would have dropped this, 4 months ago in June.
That's true. I would have waited until a lawyer told me to put this up. That was definitely a tactful move on her part. I cannot doubt her for that. Anyway, guys, we're gonna raid out right now. I'm gonna put you guys in a raid. Miku is one of the sweetheart VTubers like Star, and is also one of Star's VTube sisters, and also one of my mutuals. Miku,
and now apparently my VTube older sister as well. Because I was adopted today.
Oh, you were adopted. God damn, dude.
I was adopted today.
Fucking Elais. What the fuck, bro? Miku helped me out with Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And her old manager dropped the ball on a Fortnite Men's Mental Health Awareness tournament that we were all supposed to do. And everyone else going to bed. Yeah, good night, chat. I love you. Big old freaking bear hugs to you guys. And go say hi to Miku before you go to bed. I'm going to EP because I walked 12.5 miles today. And I'm at a grand total now of 39 on the week. So I am fucking dead. Ugh. Anyway, y'all. I love you all. I thought that I would put up something about this. If you guys want to, please, and you haven't yet, and you have not been into Advanced GG yet, please go over, give my code a go. Even if you're purchasing a sticker or something, every dime and penny helps guys make this channel better. Yeah, I just got a new sponsor like 3 days ago, so I appreciate all the help from all my management team on that one. You guys are amazing and awesome. Thank you, thank you. Advanced GG may outlive gamer subs. Oh, shit. Well, it's a good thing that DJ got me that one, so y'all can thank DJ for that. Use my code. It's up in the title if you want to, and go say hi to Miki. And I love you all, and I'll see you later, okay? Deuces.
Oh, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Welcome in. We just did the first ending. Well, technically not the first ending, but the true ending. Hi, welcome in. Thank you guys. Hi. We are playing Makoto Nikki, another game from Charon. Hi. Hi guys. Welcome in. If you're new here, hi. My name's Akuma Miko, but there's a lot of you that have already been here. Alrighty. Sleep well. Sleep well. Oh, Star, I don't think I fucking told you, but I got my sexy Luca sticker today. And I have 3 Luca stickers on the front of my fucking PC now.